Uh-oh. Where's my camera? Oh, that's embarrassing. What? What's going on? Uh-oh. Hi, everyone. I'm here, as you can tell by my voice, but for some reason, my camera source is not. Let me check later. There we go. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to do is this. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That was embarrassing. Okay, alright. Anyways, let's pretend that didn't happen. So we'll edit that in post. We'll edit that right out in post-production. Cool, awesome. So today, hi friends. Hi friends, how's everyone doing today? I am working on the Block Developer Cookbook site again. So last time we worked on this, we did this really cool little theme that y'all helped me make some changes to. Well, you didn't. You all helped me with the accessibility stuff, and we got some colors, and we did some cool stuff. So that's what we did. But I've been wanting to add this thing for a while. I've been wanting to create more of a user experience, like more, so people can have an account and they can do things like, flag recipes that they want to work on, or they like, or whatever they bookmark. So that's kind of what I wanted to work on today, was sort of a means of doing that. So yeah, that's kind of it. So in my thought process of doing this, I'm thinking, oh, I gotta make some changes to that. That looks horrible. I think I changed that on my live site, but anywho, what was I saying? Yeah, if we look at Block Developer Cookbook, the site. Let's see, what did I make changes here? So that's the thing that I changed. So this is, apparently there's no landing page on my, so on conferences, if I go to like WordCamp 2020, Asia 2025, this is what it actually looks like now. But what I was thinking was, like, if we had a conference and we were voting, so this is, I'm just going to go and go into my conferences, and I have this, like, this one. Oh, it doesn't look like it's password protected. So if I go here, so what I, just ignore all of this jankiness. Oh, I have to fix these. I don't know if I like that button or not. But anyways, if you were to click on this button, it puts this thing up here, right? This little icon here. And I think it'd be cool is if you were logged in and you're in the recipes, you could do something like that too. You could put a button in there that says, hey, add this to my recipe list. That's kind of the one thing. And then the other thing would be, I'd like to be able to have it so when I go to so if I have users, go to my users, and I've got this subscriber set up, which is the level at which you would sign up to this site, and we look at this, there would be, this is like my recipes, basically, is what that would come down to. So this would be kind of a custom page. So maybe we can start with that. So I'm going to jump over to cursor here, and I'm already in a branch called user profile. So this is how I have the site set up. I'm using Pressable. I deployed to Pressable. And it's actually pretty awesome because this is all managed with Git deploys. So if I push to trunk, it will automatically deploy my changes. So I think the first thing that I want to do is, let's get into this edit site thing. So let's see. So this is, if I go to my templates, let's see what templates I have. Have I create author archive? So I think, so this is one that I've created here. And so, now do I want, yeah, we want author archive, right? So we need to, we're going to go ahead and delete this because I don't want that. I'm going to create my own. I'm going to create my own. So conference archive, conference password, this is all, so these are all created from, they all are all supplied from the theme. So these are various ones that I'm using. You can see all this sort of stuff. And, oh, that's broken, but it's not really broken. I don't know. Anyway, so if I go into templates now, I should be able to do. That's embarrassing. What would be? Let's the WordPress template.
Oh great, it's KevXB.
Hey, Kev's here. Hey, Kev, how's it going, Kev? How you doing? Oh, I'm gonna talk like that for the rest of the stream. Oh, what do I want? So I want author, right? So I want to look at author archives. So this is going to be author.php. It's not .php, but it's going to be something like that. So in my templates, I'm going to create a new file called author.html. And let's look at, say, the page. So what have we got here? So we're going to pull in, okay, so in my author, I'm going to pull in that template part. I'm going to pull in the footer template part. And then I'm going to just like grab a paragraph block or something. Let's grab a page. Not post title, single maybe? No. Let's see. Results. So what I am doing is okay, here we go. I'm gonna just grab a little heading block here. Just like this, just to plunk this in to see what it looks like. All right, so this is gonna be, I'm just gonna say my recipes. Cool. Great. Awesome. So now we come back over here in my templates. Weird. What's going on there? Wow, that's weird little icons going in there. So we have author archives again. So if I edit this, take a look at this, you can see we've got. Do I get a user profile? Yes, Kevin. You definitely get a user profile. Definitely. You should have a user profile. Well, have you logged into blockdevelopercookbook.com? I'm going to pull this over here because I don't want to unintentionally dox anyone in my users. So let's do a little search off screen for Kevin. Oh, he's in there. He's in there. All right. I see you, Kevin. That was from like you probably set that up when you went to when I did the first one, which was WordCamp Asia in Taipei. Yeah. And yeah, you're in there. I'm not going to share your stuff because it shows your emails and stuff like that. But you can do all that stuff. Anyways, author Kev. You know what? I want to do a couple of things though. My secret email. Yes, your secret email that I've now signed up for multiple mailing lists and on the dark web. So, anyways. Okay, so that's cool. So we have this thing. This needs to go away because that's not actually right anymore. Yes, we're gonna leave that. So I want to do this all in a template. So in my template, right here, I've got this. So this is not really what I want, but this is kind of what I want. But I think I also want it to look a little bit like this. You know what I might just do? What's this? I might just grab this entire group block out of the results page. So if we look at the results page, we can look at that. I'm going to just take all this junk and do that. Okay. So this is not going to be right, but it's going to be right now. So title, voting results. This is not going to be it. So I'm going to make some changes in here. Right, so this is going to be my recipes, which I feel like I should do this differently. I'll pull this into PHP so I can actually words are escaping me, do the translations and stuff. Can I change this? Can I change the email associated with this? I can. I think this is going to be. I can set up my. I'll use my Gravatar on here. So I think now if I refresh this, oh no, that won't be right. But if I look at users now, I should. Doesn't that work? Huh? Why didn't that work? Can I not change my password after, or my email after it's been set? I feel like I should be able to do that.
Oh great,
it's already
it's Il Plus
registered.
Original.
It's Elfus Original. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Anyways, I wanted to have something that was just so like this one. I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna set this one to subscriber. This is just so we have an actual Gravatar image, and then I'm going to plugins. The plugins that I'm using, I love this plugin. It's user switching. What's it called? User switching by John Blackburn. It's a fantastic plugin. I use it like in every site that I build because inevitably you're gonna have multiple user stuff going on. So this is a really good one. This is also very good, also by John Blackburn, who is a bit of a ninja and WordPress ninja. And then there's this one, Code Block Pro, but by this person I've never heard of before. It's kind of crappy, but I don't know. And then there's this one, which is possibly the greatest plugin I think maybe ever written. I don't know who wrote it, but it's pretty good. Followed closely, a close 30-second by Block Visibility by my good friend Nick Diego, which is actually a really great plugin. So you should go download that one. Don't worry about this advanced query loop one. Just go get Block Visibility and go get Code Block Pro if you're using Code Block stuff, because Kevin wrote a really hell of a plugin. Hell of a plugin, Kevin. Well done. What am I doing? Okay, so anyways, users, I'm going to switch to the subscriber role because what I want to do, yeah, it's all right. It's not bad, you know. So it's going to be basically, I want to get out of there and go here. I can look at my profile. I want to actually view my profile. I want to view the profile. It's going to be, what is it? It's going to be author / Ryan. I don't know what's the name of my. There it is. So this is what. Oh, that's great. Jeff result. Okay, so that's because there's a block in there that I don't need. But this is kind of what I wanted to have happen. I want to be able to see this, and yeah, so on and so forth. So does this actually show? Wanting to make an advanced query loop extension, but it's a bit broken. I'm interested. You've got my the blur feature in Kevin's plugin is amazing. I love it. What's broken? Is it the filters? Is it not working? Niche channel, thanks for saying hey, and first time chat issue sent. Is this an already an issue? This is the one that I've been kind of looking at a little bit. Carl Bittman joining the Twitch squad from YouTube. Hey, welcome aboard in repo. Yeah. So is it, which one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Is that the one? Poro, how's it going? Welcome aboard. Oh, the extension project. Oh, let me look. I don't pay attention in there. No, not that I just don't think to look in there. Let's look at this. I have an issue. What's this one? Example does not show up. Window AQ. Oh, window AQL is undefined. Okay. So this is the issue, the one you're talking about? Yeah. So this is happening because your code needs to be reliant on your JavaScript needs to load in a bit of a different order. Okay. Yeah. Let's look. It's probably an issue on my end. So when we're actually building plugins, what is this? What's in here? Okay. So that built all that. But what we need to do is in the there's an in-queue somewhere happening. So you'll need to be sure that the dependencies are loaded in the right order. So what is it trying to load? So you'll need to make, so if we look up, it's janky, and I apologize for it being janky, but it shouldn't be that janky. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you have, how am I doing this? Source? No, it could be includes. So it includes, and then we're going to look for enqueues, and then we're going to look for, what am I calling the dying thing? Enqueue script events query loop. You're going to want to make sure that this is, oh, we can read that, right? You're going to want to make sure that this script is part of your dependencies. Oh, is my audio quiet? How is that better? Weird. Rajesh from LinkedIn is saying my audio is a bit quiet. Let me know if it's quiet, because it's. I think my mic was a bit far away, but it should be a bit better now. So let me know if it's not good. So anyways, niche channel, you're gonna want to take this and you're going to want to add it. Yeah, I'm streaming on LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. I am everywhere. I'm equally bad across multiple platforms. So yeah, you're gonna want to grab this and you're going to want to include that. TikTok, no, TikTok, yeah, but you have to have like 1 million followers or something. I'm not sure what the thing with TikTok is, and it's a portrait, so it won't work because you guys will just get like half my face, and everyone wants my full face, right? Cool. Anyways, yes, niche channel. Make sure this is in your list of dependencies. So in here, you're gonna need to add it in there. So the way that we could do that, do I have this extension plugin somewhere in here? Let me check. Let me check. Let's see, do I have the extension in here? I do. So in this extension, what we're going to want to do is make sure that it's enqueued. So in queue in here, you could do something like array merge thing like that, and then just put your dependency, put that dependency in there. That's probably going to be the way to do it, because what this is going to mean is this is not going to load until all the dependencies that are found in the asset, the plugin.assets, blah blah blah, all of these things get loaded, but also it's going to make sure that sorry, let me get this a little bit easier to read. That should load. Now this is untested, but I'm going to say that that's most likely what we have to do. So I'm going to comment that in the, I'm going to just comment that in the issue. Where's the issue? Where's the issue? Is this the issue? No, issue. Boom. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hi, and sorry for the late response here. Boom. The issue is due to the script from AQL not being loaded first. Try changing the extension in queue to the following. Now this, like I said, is absolutely untested, but this is definitely what it is. So try that, boom, try that. Please try it, let me know. If it doesn't work, let me know and I will dive into it and make sure it really works. I didn't run into this problem when I built this thing, but I'm pretty sure that's the issue. So, because source order is a thing, you know? Anyways, try that. Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks for bringing that up, Nish. I appreciate it. And totally hijacking my stream. Oh, whatever. No, it's cool. Thanks. Thank you. I'm glad you find it useful. I quite like building it. It's getting harder and harder to build it because the next thing I have to build for it is dynamic placeholders. And I've kind of built it, but it's very convoluted. So what I mean by dynamic placeholders is if let's see, do I have a? Let me just go to post. Back to admin. I need to switch. Okay, I'm the admin now. So like if I look at one of these, like a dynamic placeholder is like if I wanted to do like a good example would be meta query. So if I do a meta query and my meta key is whatever, let's call it related, right? And then I wanted to have a meta value that's not like a value, but I wanted it to be like basically this post, right? So anything related to this post, this is a dynamic variable, like also author ID or post ID, or which is what I'm talking about, or like date, or like current date, or what, anything that's reliant on the when it's actually being viewed. That's something that's been coming up a lot, and I have to get it done because it's gonna make things a lot easier for people. Like, you know, like one really good thing is one thing that people really like are asking for is like give me all the child pages of the page that's being viewed. That's a common one. Meta, so like dates, like current date, whatever the current actual date is, use that as the meta value and check against the key. Anyways, blah, 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 rambling. So clearly all I have to do is ask Kevin to do it. He's probably already built it. He's gonna paste the code in the chat. Guys, insufferable. Okay, so, what's this? Okay, so one thing that I want to do immediately is I want to change the author slug to, I want to change this author slug to chef. That's what I want to do. I don't actually know how to do that. Change the author slug to chef WordPress. Let's see what that does. I don't want to do that at author slug. Yeah, that's it. Change author base. This is what I'm looking for. So this is going to be a net. Add filter author link. I'm going to just try that because that looks like fun. So in my, not in here. Yeah. Stop vibe coding. Can anyone just stop vibe coding? I hate vibe coding. Hate the concept of it. It annoys me. It just annoys me. Okay, so what does this thing do now? Let's see. No, that's not what I want. I'm gonna go ahead and do this in a format document. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. So what am I doing? Author level. Author link. Look at those author levels come from. It's undefined. Oh, it's doing that maybe? Is that what that's supposed to do? It's so dumb. I think all I want to do here is just return link. Okay, so let's do this. Xdebug is so much fun. I'm just gonna see what author link is when I do that. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip that. I gotta get rid of these. Let me look at this. Oh, of course, because there's no namespace. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. Think this through. There we go. So the link is by, I think it's going to be author Ryan. So string replace. Well, I don't care about the author ID. Is this? I just basically wanted to do this. I think I just want it to do this. Okay, stop, just stop. And it's going to be chef. Don't need any of that crap. It's probably an easier way of doing this, but let's just see. It didn't. Oh, do I have to rewrite my rules? Yeah, sure. Let's just make that change. I'll hit that and save that change. Huh, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. No. Author's not found. This feels wrong. I think everybody's using ChatGPT, to be honest. There's a question for in YouTube. Is PHP community still using Stack Exchange as the JS where we use ChatGPT? I'm sure we could use both. There we go. I think people use what they want, what they're used to using. So okay, this needs to stop. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want to actually rewrite. This is what I want. Init. Okay, don't care about that. Rewrite tag. I'm just completely doing that wrong. I think I need to do this. Man, it's been a while since I've done any of this kind of stuff in WordPress. Come on. I think it's going to be chef. Right? But it's going to be a knit though. I need to do this on the knit hook. Oh my god. I just threw my mouse across the table. It's going to be a knit. And that's going to be that. And then we're going to just do this. And I don't know what that sound is, but someone keeps banging me or something. All right, let's just see. Let's just see. Oh, too few arguments. Author link. Too few arguments. Oh, I don't think there's any arguments passed to that. I think it just goes like this, and I think I need to just do that, and I think I need to do this, and it's still nuts. Oh. Let me jump over here. Users. All users. Let's go to. We'll go view. Where is this going to show? Bad request. Oh. Try that again. And let's view. Ooh. What template is this using? It's certainly not using the right one. Do I have to redirect for the template? Interesting. All right, I'm gonna park that for now because this just feels like I have to just redirect things, which I will do. No. Oh, I did rewrite right permalinks. That's not actually that anymore. This is view. Get rid of this one. So this. Okay. So this is sort of where I want to be here. All right. Let's look. Now let's edit this site. I think what I want to do is I'm going to just put some template stuff in here. Basically, I'm gonna want to pull that in there. Am I not? I'm gonna want to, yeah. Recipes. So what is this? Oh, that's gonna be in here. Look in here. So my templates. We're gonna recipe archive somewhere in here. Archive recipe, and it's gonna do chef kiss recipes 3 up. There's a pattern in here. So what I need is I'm going to need a pattern that is actually. Is there a way? Oh wait. KinderK is asking, hey guys, is there an easy way to? Here, I'm gonna do this. Can if anyone can help KinderK out here? Default margin to a new Gutenberg block. I'm having a bad time finding it in the docs. The default margin? Well, I think you need to do that in theme JSON, don't you? Or is this a custom block? I'm not sure. I thought I saw. Oh, maybe not. Yes. Okay, so the author page is a custom block. Okay, well you should be able to use block supports, right? So block supports. Oh god. Let's go to the block editor handbook here. So we go block supports. Right. So you can probably do something around late. I'm gonna try that style. Okay. Well, hold on. So there's spacing, right? So you can support spacing, and default margin to a new Gutenberg block. Do you want these? Do you want people to like? Do you want this controllable by the person who's using the block, or is this something that you can just add with CSS? Like if you just want CSS, if you just want to have a certain amount of padding, just do it with the block CSS. If you want to be able to do controls, then you'll have to add some margin controls to this, and then you might have to default some when you're showing people control. Oh, I see. Okay, so what you could probably do is let me just get a page open here. Now I'm just guessing here, but let's say that we wanted to take a I don't know, whatever heading block. This is title. Right, and then we'll go over here, we'll do this, we'll get the block, right? So block should have, does it have padding? No, sorry, dimensions. So we want padding, right? So we want to set padding to whatever. Let's say we want to do this. You'll see, you should have a, in here, you should have some attributes. I don't know, well, that's actually style. So you could set this directly on your block. You could give it an attribute of style, and then spacing, and then padding, and then top, and then blah, 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 whatever you want to put in there. That would make that work. So in theory, what should happen? Oh no, you know what? I don't have to jump over to the code. So in theory, what should happen is I could paste this, right, and put it in here. And then if I go to the code editor, this should also have the same padding, right? So you could do it that way. And so the way that you do it inside of a block is you would go into your blocks, whatever, let's do the vote button, and let's go to block JSON. So you can say supports, what's this, padding? What is it called? Spacing, and then say margin true, right? And then in your in your attributes, you would do something, not that, you do something like you'd need to basically take this stuff. I'm just guessing that this is gonna work right off the top of my head, but you're gonna want to do something like that, and then jump over here, and then you could go. You're gonna have to go style, I guess. It's gonna be an object, right? And then I think you might be able to put something like that in there, something along those lines. I don't think that's right, but I think probably something along these lines. You have to play around with that though. I think this might be a bit janky, but yeah, I think that's probably what you might have to do. Yeah, I think that's what you might have to do. This might get a little awkward. I don't know, but give that a whirl. Here, I'll just paste this stuff into the chat here if that's helpful. It's gonna be not helpful at all. I'm just looking at how crappy that's gonna be. Let's just see. What does that look like? Yeah, maybe try that. See if that's sorry for the formatting there. That's crap, but give that a whirl and see what happens. I'm gonna get rid of all this because I don't need any of that. Okay, so what was I doing? What was I doing? Not in functions. Author. Okay, so what was I doing? Results page. So the results page is voting results, and this is going to be, where's my, oh, that's the results. Okay, so that's, I'm going to want to change that. I'm going to want to pull in recipe archive. I'm going to want to pull in this pattern, I think. So in here, underneath the block group, group, heading, group. Got so many groups in here, it's hard to know where I'm actually sitting. So that's a group. I think what I'm going to want to do, this is the group, okay. I think I want to actually just drop this after this group. I'm going to include that pattern. And then now if I come back over here, where am I? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go view. There we go. That's the idea. So I don't like this layout kind of at all. But I think what I want to change is I'm going to put the author name here, and this is, maybe this needs to go over here. I don't know. Let's see. So current user. So the current user is true. We want to do that. Post title is not what I want. So if I edit this, yeah, leave that. Let's just close these things down. Okay, so users, and then it's going to be not edit user, it's going to be edit site. So in here, where's my author archives? There it is. Go away. Okay, let's look at the block here. So I got this group. No, not, oh, I'm going to actually get rid of the results because I don't need the results. What happens if I put, okay, anyways, whatever. So row is going to be the logged in user. This is post title, which is not a thing. This is going to be, I'm going to say author. Author name, we're going to switch that out. So the author name can go between, so the title is going to go away because there is no post title there. And actually this is H2 and this is, well, that's unfortunate. All right, so I have to play with that. Okay, so then the logged in user, blah, 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 should be my face, which it's not. Oh, I'm admin there. I should be viewing. Oh, that's dumb. Okay, I know why it's doing this. This is a custom block that I built that shows the logged in user. But it doesn't. It's okay. So I have to. I don't know. It's really annoying. So this will work, but it's going to show whoever's logged in. So that's why I was switching to this particular user. So now if I jump over here, there we see that. Now this needs to go away. But okay, cool. And now this is going to be broken because I won't be able to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and switch back to admin. Okay, so we're going to stop this. Stop. I said stop, and I mean stop. Okay, so my recipes is good. Okay, so I don't need this group anymore. That can go away. So in the row, I want to just steal my stuff in here. So this is going to be post author name. It's just going to get swapped out. Who topping? Work, just had to change the value. Nice. Now I would so go in there, play with the block, make some changes to the padding, like via the interface, and just see what happens. I assume it's going to be smart enough to figure it all out, but just let me know if it doesn't, because if it doesn't, I will be sad. And the other thing I wanted to get rid of was what? The results. I don't need that. Okay, this group's got to go. Group's got to go, man. I don't need that group. I also want to pull that in, and I want to pull that, and I think that's probably good. Save. Okay, we're going to refresh this now. Let's go cancel. I say cancel. I say cancel. Why doesn't it show my name? Reload. So... Okay, let's get the author name. Let's see what happens here. Why am I not seeing the author name? Do I not have author name set up? That might be it. Let's go. Get out of here. Users, all users. So let's go. This is the admin. Okay, that'll probably do it. Admin and user. Let's put that in there. So if I jump back over here. I think I need to do the same thing for all my users. This one, Ryan-numum, two N's. Yeah, we're going for it. That's what we're doing. Let's see. You bastard! Why is it not working? Is it because it's not? I probably have to be the logged in user. It's probably the logged in user, not the other user. Let's see. So this is admin. We're going to say, no, that should be there. I'm just going to put test user. Weird. Huh. Okay. Why? Not navigation. Templates. I'm getting annoyed. Author name. I don't... What the deuce? Why is that... Author. Biography. Oh, post author. Wait. Wait. Add it. Is it because it needs? I think that's because it needs to be a post. So this isn't what I want, right? That's not what I want. What's the avatar one beside it? So what does this do? Did we use the post page author? That's not helpful at all. Okay, well, that's really annoying. I need something for that. I need something for user. Is there like this? That's all I have for user. So I have to create. Do I have to create a custom block to show the user? Annoying. Okay, it might be a thing. I don't know. It may be a thing. Oh, lots of people in my viewer list that I haven't seen before. So if you're new to my stream, please drop a wave or a hey or something, or tell me you think I'm stupid. I don't care. Just want to say hey, you know. Kendra K, awesome. I'm glad that works. It's a big old hack, unfortunately. And there might be another way of doing it, a better way of doing it, but I think that's probably the easiest way to do it when you want to integrate with the controls. I think that's probably going to be the best way, as janky as that is. Yeah, cool. All right, so that's the thing that we have to do. Okay, so the thing I have not done, even remotely thought of yet, is how I'm going to handle. All right, so this list of recipes is not going to be correct. So what I need to do is it's just showing me all the lists. So in my patterns, I've got recipe. This is the 3-up one, right? So this is just a query loop. So I need to have a special custom query to do this. I'm now thinking. And I don't know if I could use an actual query for it. I can probably use a query for it. Actually, I think I can probably use a query for it. But I'm gonna have to be kind of tricksy about this. Okay, I have an idea. So, okay, I'm gonna create a new pattern, and I'm gonna call this. I'm just gonna copy this. It's gonna be user recipes. All right, recipes. So in here, I have to go show user recipes in a 3-column grid. Perfect. This is going to be user. Yeah, sure. Okay, this is going to be user recipes, and categories is chef kiss. What other categories there? Conference voting. Why are they all conference voting? What am I doing? Idiot. All right, whatever. User recipes. So my theory here is, okay, so what I want to do is I want to associate the recipes with user meta, right? So that's what I want to do. So I have to do that. Okay, I'm gonna get okay. So in my list of recipes, I'm going to take I heart Kevin because, well, I do. 37, so that's post ID 37, right? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna add some user meta. Add user meta to WordPress. And what that's gonna do is I'm just gonna say add user meta, user ID, level of awesomeness, awesome level, right? So we're just gonna do this. This is what I want to have done. So I'm going to do this in functions. I'm just going to go add action. I guess the init action. I don't know, whatever. And I'm not doing that. I'm just going to do a big old inline function. Something like this. This might not be the right time to do it, but I don't actually care. And I'm going to go add user meta. And the user ID is going to be, what's the user ID? Let's use, what's my user? So whatever, I'm just going to use the admin user because that's the one that's going to be, so it should be ID1. It is indeed. Can I not see user ID? It's got to be ID1, right? Got to be ID1. So let's just double check. So we're just going to say user ID is 1. Sure, yeah, we'll do that. And this is going to be recipes, and it's going to be an array. Nope, it's not going to be that. It's going to be an array, and we're going to use 37 because that's the post I think that we wanted, right? So this is going to be no, just 37. Okay, and then in here I'm going to say user meta get queried object ID recipes true. That's interesting. We're just going to say 1, and I'm going to go if. Sure, that's what we're going to do for now. I'm just going to test this. That needs to go away. Functions, this should just add the user meta. I don't know, maybe I might be doing it way too early. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I really don't. I don't even know. Get lost. Did my breakpoint, I don't have a breakpoint. I don't have a breakpoint. Need to add a breakpoint, boom. I'm gonna, yep, that's great. Okay, sure, stop yelling at me. All right, so I got a breakpoint in there. Okay, so add user meta, step through. So then, okay, user recipes is not actually being called yet because I'm not including it. So in my author, I'm going to change my pattern from Chef Kiss Recipes 3 up to Chef Kiss User Recipes. User Recipes. There we go. And the reason I'm using a pattern is because we can use PHP in a pattern. Yay! Great times. And so we're going to do that. Okay, so now if I broke something there. So what if I just go like this? You know what? We're going to do the Lord's debugging. We're going to say var dump. Been watching a lot of Primogen lately. I don't know if you've noticed that. I don't know if you've noticed that. Let's just go to my all users. Let's go to view, var dump. No dumping of the var is taking place. Oh, because it's returning? Okay, let's just try this again. In here. Yeah, great. Awesome. User meta. Huh. What? How about down here? Okay, so user recipes, author. Should be pulling in. Let me just make sure I did this right. I'm gonna just do that. This. I'm just wondering if maybe that's a problem. Oh, because it was. Why? What is happening here? I'm not even seeing my pattern in here. Oh, it's so annoying. Do I have to switch themes or something? User recipes. Hold on. Okay, so patterns. We've got user recipes. Chef Kiss user recipes. What is that yelling at me? Okay. So let's just stop this for now. Why is this yelling at me? Oh, get out of here. Okay, fine. Okay, so categories. All right. Okay, so author HTML. Let's go to patterns again. This is this is the stuff that drives me nuts about this. So that isn't showing the thing that I'm supposed to be loading in there. So pattern placeholder. What the deuce is this? Okay, so it doesn't know about this pattern? Title. Title is user recipes. Okay, so this should be pulling in Slug, Chef Kiss user recipes. Right? Right. Chef Kiss user recipes. So this should be user recipes. The hell? Okay, so let's go pattern. Voting loop, recipes, recipe step, recipe everything. Okay, let me try something. I wonder if this has something to do with it. I hate this, but if I activate this and then I activate this, and then I go back in here, does it all of a sudden work? Does the caching work? There you go. Annoying. String 0. Okay, so let's see. user recipes is going to be, I'm going to say user 1, and I don't need that because I don't like that. There we go. So we got our user. Okay, so that's so dumb. So dumb that I was doing that. Meta time, meta value, meta compare. Okay, no, that's right. Okay, anyway, sorry. So what I think I can do here is, because there's no like for the query loop block, there's no way of dealing with user meta, right? So what I think I can do is I can get the list of posts and then I can pass it to my query loop block, and I think we could do that. I think that might be the way of doing it. Okay, okay, so now, so we get this, so this list, it should just be an array. It is an array. So now I should be able to do like new, I could do like recipes equals new WP query, and it's going to be post type, and it's going to be post in, it's going to be user recipes, right? And then I'm going to just do this. I'm going to say just because I'm gonna, yeah, post per page is not gonna, never -1, never ever -1 a post per page. That's dangerous. Order by post in. I don't need any of that stuff. Okay, so I think what I can do is that, and then I can say if recipes have posts, right? No, if it has posts, right? I'm going to, I think I just need to do fields. I also just think I want fields. I just want the IDs, right? So if we have posts, then I want to see what the posts are. And then go, sure, let's just do that because I want to see what comes up. So in here, if I do this, come in here, refresh this. Okay, so I've got recipe IDs should be an array of 1. Beautiful. So now I don't need to do this junk, or do I need to do that junk? I think I might actually need to do that junk. I think I will do this instead. Boop, and I will do this. Now the reason I'm doing this is because eventually what I want to do is pass it.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Well, yeah, you made a wise choice. Thanks for the follow, V2K team. Appreciate you. And Abish Codes in YouTube. Hello, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so this should be, I don't need that. I don't need that. Let's do this and just do this. Can I rate your profile? Uh-oh. Well, throw a link in. Let's take a look. Careful what you wish for. Okay, so IDs are uninitialized at that point. That's fine. Recipe IDs should be 37. Let's actually add another one to it, just because why not? You know, just why not? Let's go to recipes, reciprocities. Okay, and this is going to be 38. .Vercel, website name .app. Yeah, it's making this. You're turning this into a lot of work for me. So let's just see. So we got 38. We'll put that in there. So this is just hard coding this user meta right now. And if I go in here and I go like this. Now chat, should I go ahead and have a look at this guy's site? I'm a little worried. Not gonna lie to you. Recipe IDs is, ooh. Oh wait. Let's just do this for now, and then we will do this again. See what gets plunked out there. Too nice. Face pink tears. Well, if it's porn, I'm gonna be super mad. What is going on? So the recipes. What are the posts? There's only one in there. So this is going to be recipes true, right? Get user meta. I feel like this should have been user ID, recipes. Is there like an update user meta? Is that a thing that actually exists? Can't remember. No. Oh, maybe it is. User meta, key, value, previous value, don't need it. Okay, so we're just gonna maybe run this second time. There we go. Okay, so we got our, can you rate please? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this off camera because I don't know what kind of pornography you're sending my way. Let's see. What is it? Vercel app. Well, I appreciate you being a subscriber for sure. I don't know what you want. Like, what are you wanting me to rate? Like, what are you looking for? Here's your site. Let's look at it. This is a Vercel app. So here we go, chat. Y'all go take a look at this. I'd like to build beautiful, interactive, amazing, fantastic beautiful things with code. I enjoy learning and new technologies. All right, let's see. What about well, first thing I would say is this is way too small. I'm an old man and this is like super narrow. That's my initial looks good on mobile so far. What do we got? Let's look at I don't know, Pixel 7. What does that look like? Looks good. That looks nice. Yeah, what does it look like on a, I don't know, iPad Pro? Boom, boom. Cool. Whoop. Might want to get more in there than that, but I mean, hey, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'd probably want to get a fourth one. Wait a minute. Is there more than 3 posts? Let's look. 3. Block. Okay, so you've only got 3 posts, so I wouldn't have this in here. I would only show this if you've got more than what can show up here. So this should be context aware of this stuff. 10 for building applications. Cool. You may know, but don't use. Whoa, 2023, 2025. Let's just see what this is. Yes, I recently made. I think what Kevin is asking is, did you code all this from scratch, or is this something? What does this do? Oh, that's interesting. You got a little command palette going on there. I like it. Projects. Let's look at your projects. An AI chatbot dedicated to the Nepali people. Cool. Dashboard. What's this dashboard? What's this? If you like, you can rate and guest book. Oh, there's a guest book in there. Cool. So, yeah. So, Abish, who's in YouTube, we're actually over in chat in Twitch. So, Kevin is asking questions that Abish can't see. So, if you want to come hang out in chat, we're over in chat in Twitch. You can find it Ryan Welcher Codes in Twitch. Cool. Yeah. So this is last modified 17 hours ago. Language, TypeScript, VS Code. Hello. So where is this? Where is this information being pulled from? Like, how are you tracking this? This is kind of neat. Specifically this stuff. Like, how do you know what VS Code is going on? Got to answer some questions, friend. Oh, look at this. Sign in with GitHub. Kindly log in to start a conversation. Cool. I mean, I think it's pretty good. You're 16, Abish? Oh, man, I'm being way too harsh on you. Well, first of all, this is fantastic. Whack-a-time. What the heck is Whack-a-time? I've never heard of that. Let's take Whack-a-time. Dashboard for developers. What is this? Where did you get this? Is cool. So, time tracking tool. That's pretty cool. Okay, so Abish Karki is 16, according to this. 16-year-old passionate web developer from
Oh great,
Nepal.
it's Troy Chaplin.
Oh, Troy Chiplin's here. Well, this is great. This is amazing. I feel like I was real harsh on. In my brain, I'm like, I'm gonna rip this guy apart. But this is not that I'm mean or anything. But you asked for my opinion, I'll give it to you. But this is great. This is great. Are you learning to code on your own, or are you learning in school? Grade 11, not studying coding, experiment learning things. This is amazing. What's this? What's this? Is this a school that you go to? This is nice. College. So, is this? Oh, nice. So, okay, cool. Ryan turns into Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, I'm like super nasty, and then I'm like, oh well, yeah. Like at 16, man, I could barely. I couldn't do anything at 16. I was an idiot at 16. I could barely drive a car. This is great, Abish. This is fantastic. I think this is really good. I would say, what was this do? Oh, hello. Guestbook. This is really nice, but I would maybe take more advantage of the real estate that you have available to you. I'm on a very, very large monitor. This is like one of those 16 by 9, I don't know, whatever, a super wide monitor. But even if I look at it on my smaller, like normal person monitor, there's still a lot of space on the left and right hand sides, and there's no reason why you couldn't get into some intrinsic design and just have it kind of like just work with the browser a little better. But I think it's fantastic. I think this is so good. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, GeoCities. But it's better than my MySpace page that had like 800 gigabytes of JavaScript running on it. Cool. So this is nice. This is really nice. So what are you running this on? This is oh my god. I'm dying. Oh, just died a little bit there. All right, let's see. Yeah, it probably is Next.js, but so this is built from scratch, or did you use a template? There's some questions in Twitch chat about about whether or not I'm going to survive the length of this stream. So it's built with Next. Very cool. But did you write all of this stuff yourself, or are you using a lot of like pre-built? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I drank some coffee and it went into my shoes apparently. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Reach out by email or connect me on social media. All right. Nice. This is great. This is really good. With this, huge thanks to all the amazing websites and people who inspire me to keep learning. And you know what I don't see on here? I don't see, a certain streamer. No, I'm kidding. Josh. Oh yeah, he's good. Anish. Portfolio. Haha. Wait for it. Just saying. I'd probably give you a much higher. Probably give you a much higher rating if it just said Ryan Welch Costa. I'm just joking. This is great. This is really good. All right, let's go through it and give Abish some real feedback. What does this do? That takes you to the about page. That's cool. I like that. View projects makes sense. This is external link. All right, and we're gonna go here. There he is. Here's my man. All right, my tech stack. This is cool. All right. This is nice. I like this. Again, if this makes sense because my comment about the blog post about not having this because you don't have more, because you've got an empty space here, doesn't really, okay, so for here, this makes sense because it feels like this is full and there's more stuff to go look at. This feels like it's not full, but why is this here? So I would do one of two things. This is just my opinion. One of two things. I would put your latest 2 posts up and then have the CL post that takes you to the blog section, because then it also matches what's going on in here. So you've got like 2 up and a button. You've got 2 up and a button. This is going to work a lot better for mobile too, because then you're not going to have this space. So I would just show 2 or start writing more blog posts, and then only show this if there is more than what's being displayed here. You're kind of cheating here a bit because the projects you've only got 2, but I'm assuming you're going to be wanting to add some more projects. So this is fine in my opinion. This feels off to me, but anyways, get in touch. So what's the get in touch thing? Okay, cool. Yeah, this is nice. I love how every page you're like, you can hire me, but this just sends emails, right? I would maybe get a way that you can manage this a little bit better. Like email's great, but spam and whatnot, and putting your email on the website is just basically asking for a whole ton of spam. So if it's not too much, maybe some kind of form, some kind of form that pulls you into a sort of like a contact management system. What's that? CRM, contact relationship. I don't know what it is. Anyways, it's great for now, but something to think about. Oh yeah. There's a good. This is a good suggestion as well. Spotlight. That message could put behind Cloudflare. You just need to want to like. I'm an old man, and back in the day when you put your email, your contact email on the internet, it just spam bots would just pick it up and you'd be inundated. So I don't know how bad that is now, but something to think about. Okay, so let's look at the blog page. Blog page looks good. I like it. Just gotta write more. Projects, this is great. Again, looks good. I like the animations. They look really good. The dashboard, this is pretty cool. I actually kind of like this. I just noticed this. Why do we have Spotify down here? That's pretty cool. This is pretty neat. What is this? I don't know what this means. Is this for this website or the dashboard? I would just explain this a little better because I don't really know what that means. This is great. This is really cool. You know what I would do, because not everybody knows what Waka Time is. I would link this out to Waka Time so people can see. Am I saying that time? Waka Time? Waka Time. I'd link that out just so people can see it. And this is nice too. Just link to your thing. This is good. You might want to code a little more. Of blog. Sorry, what? Oh, this is the view of the blog. Okay, I would just say what this is. Like, what are you viewing? Like, because this because this is all based around coding and around GitHub. This makes me feel like this is like people looking at your GitHub, maybe. So, anyways, I would just get that going. This is a pretty cool thing. It's pretty neat. Let's just see. What should I sign in with? Oh. There we go. Hi, Abish. This is great. Thanks. This is great work. Thanks for sharing it on my stream. Yay! I spelled that right? I did. Okay. Cool. The views and reaction of blogs. Okay, so if you go to the views and reactions, so that's this number. And then is there reactions? Oh, these reactions. Cool. This is pretty good, man. This is really good. I quite like this. And the about page, a short story of me. This is great. Tech stack. Let's connect. As you become more accomplished, you're very accomplished, as you gain more experience in the world of development, in my opinion, and I'm sure there are folks who will disagree with me, this stuff becomes less and less important and more annoying to keep up to date. I've been writing code for 20, longer than you've been alive, and if you know, you're going to get to a point where are you going to list out every iteration of every language? Like, no, probably not. So you're probably going to want to think about, like, your tech stack is great. TypeScript is a really good skill set to have. Bootstrap, I don't even know if people use Bootstrap anymore. Do you use Bootstrap? I question whether or not you use Bootstrap. Oh, not Bootstrap. I'm thinking Backbone. Never mind. You probably use Bootstrap all the time. Anyways, but there's going to be lots of things that you're really not going to want to list in here unless they're very specific to a job. Hey, I am late. Yes, we'll show up on time, Lord of Blood. Come on. Just kidding. Which is fantastic. Anyways, I would just keep that in mind. Like, it's great. It's always great to have, JavaScript, for sure. Oh, well, if you're working, then that's okay. I'm working too, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I think I'm being a little pedantic about it too, Abish. I don't think you need to worry too much about the tech stack, but don't get too tied up in. Yeah, hey, you stop, Lup. Tell me you're old. Backbone.js. That's right.
Great. It's Philip.
It's Philip. The funny thing is, I can tell you, how about ActionScript 2? Anyone? ActionScript 2? That's right. That's how old I am. I'm that many years old. Troy Chaplin brings out the big guns here. This is a great idea. Accessibility. Should I buy? Yeah, if you want. I think you could probably just get away with that too. It's up to you. But Troy's comment about accessibility is very, very important because some folks don't deal well with animations. You're going to want to make sure that this is a very accessible site. Also, color blindness is a thing. I don't think you have too much to worry about here, but some of these colors, for me, I'm colorblind, so these are. I can read them, but they're, odd looking. So, if you want to buy a domain name, sure. Like, you should buy, like, your domain name. Like, I have RyanWelcher.com. Get your own, and that becomes your portfolio, and then you're not tied to Vercel or whatever. But it's up to you. It's completely up to you. This is fine, too. I don't think there's anything wrong with this, especially as a 16-year-old just getting into it. I mean, this is pretty impressive. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Should we hire him or what? Does anyone want to hire him? When you work at a company that sells domains, you better have a domain. Who works at a company that sells domains? Are you talking about me? Oh, me, yeah. Well, yes, I have my own domain. I bought my own domain years ago. They cost nothing. Well, I shouldn't say nothing. They cost very little. Where am I from? Abish is asking me where I'm from. I'm from Canada. About 2 hours north of Toronto in Ontario. Well, if that helps. But you're from Nepal, which I've never been to Nepal. I would love to check out Nepal. I've heard it's amazing and beautiful. I'm gonna try to go to WordCamp Asia next year, which is in India, which is not near Nepal, but anyways, I feel like I'm getting closer. Can you rate? Yes, Kevin. Still hate that dot won't take my lap dab because. Really? So you have to what do you have to do there? Cool. Okay, Kevin, taking this off screen. Oh my God, this is okay, ladies and gentlemen. This may be the greatest website. Maybe the greatest website I've ever seen. What is this? You didn't buy this domain name. What? How do I? Oh. We're doing this. Kevin, you always bring up the best stuff. Hey, come on. It's what? What? Oh, that maybe? I'm not buying it. Oh my God, that's better than mine. So wait, hold on. Did you, Kevin? Did you buy this domain for $20? Please tell me you bought the domain for $20. I can't. So sorry, you have to spend $170 to GoDaddy. What? I don't understand. So .com thinks that your .dev is a premium domain, so you can't use the free accounts. Is that what you're telling me? This is great. This might be the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's fantastic. Look at that. Look, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the smolder. Look at that. We're gonna zoom way in and just have him. Look at that face. Look at. Oh man, getting all tingly inside. Sorry, hold on. There's a 16-year-old on the stream. I gotta take it down a notch. Take it down a notch. Is it rate time? Yeah, let's rate. Let's see. Al Puis. I code crass for humans. This burns my eyes because I'm colorblind, but this is kind of cool. Let's see. Taking playground further. Meet blueprints. This is nice. Who is this guy? Hey! Huh. Wait a minute. Nice. I'm all caught up in their what I do. Let's see. From sketches to scripts to developers journey. Oh, this is you drew this stuff? Oh, that's awesome. This is great. That's so good. I wish I was remotely artistic like that. So good. You might need. Oh, hey. He's a man after my own heart. This is exactly the kind of stuff that I'm pitching nowadays. Playing the block variation. This is great. Yeah, no, this is good. At first, I was like, but this is nice. I quite like it, and I like the little skull. This makes me redesign. No, this is awesome. This is quite good. All right, what else we got? Bring it on. Let's see. So let's compare. We have Abish's site here, which is nice, really developer neat. We've got Al Puis original, cool site. Like the little animations and stuff. It's WordPressy. Nice. And then we've got the greatest website ever built. Right here. Kevin Badorf. Again. Smolder. Gross. Oh, what's this? I don't know. It comes with Web 2.0 one. Oh! This is nice. The new me's got a beard. I like it. That's how I can tell. He's like the evil twin of the old me. I like it. I'm good at keys and keyboards. Very good. Keys, like playing the keyboards, like playing like songs on the keyboard. I like it. This is great. Blog. Got a little plugin phobia. Yeah. I don't disagree with this. Everyone's all worried about too many plugins. Resume. Let's see, what do we got? ChatGPT. Oh, nice. The real CV. Cool. Oh, it's nice. You did a little ChatGPT somewhere. Is this you speaking somewhere? Let's see if we can find. Oh, what does that say? Bucharest. Nice. What? Very cool. Bluehost, about me, the art of social. What do we got in here? We got the WordPress profile, GitHub, tweets, Facebook, Insta, and what is it? LinkedIn, and then your emails. This is nice. This is really nice. I think this is a fantastic. It's simple. It's exactly what you need, right? Especially trying to send people to hire you or whatnot. Very cool. I love it. Yeah, let's look at my site. Looks like junk. I'm gonna redo it relatively soon. If you notice, I don't know if you notice any similarities between this site and then a certain other one that we just looked at. But, oh, here we go. Troy Chaplin. Here we go. This is great, Troy. It's been well over years since oh, cool. This is cool. This is great. Nailed it. Perfect. Website. Built a website. Nailed it. Well done. Dakota Chinchester. What? Anyone know of a good to create a block and stuff? That's a really good question. Yes, I know of someone who's done this. Anyone know a guide to converting a block from static to dynamic handling attributes that were missing in the render for old posts because they were only stored in the markup? Oh, is that the Ghibli Rich Tabor? Yeah, I think that's that bugs me. It's too narrow. Sorry, so Dakota was talking about converting a block from static to dynamic. Is this a custom block? Attributes only give back the attributes that were stored in the HTML comment. Yes. So, okay. So explain the situation to me a bit more. Because custom block we built years ago as a static block. Okay, cool. So what are the attributes that you want to get? Because the attributes they're still registered in the block JSON, right? Or does this predate block JSON or? The button block and the attribute URL was saved as the href. Oh, so okay, I see what you did. I see. So it's saved in the actual markup. Does the block exist? So it predates block JSON for sure. Okay. So this block, okay. So all right. So let me ask you this question: the block that that exists, it's still on the site, right? It's in the editor with the new updated version. Okay. So any site that has that is still going to have its markup saved, right? Until you update the post. Thousand instances of the old block markup saved in the post content. Yeah, that's the problem with static blocks across many sites in our environment. Oof. So there's two problems here. The first one is like converting this from a static block to a dynamic block and not having it fail. So not having it fail. Yeah, you could probably do something in the render block markup that pulls the content from it. Current guess is an approach and have my render template just render content if it's an old block. Well, you could take content and you could pass it to the HTML tag processor, and you could get the A tag and you could retrieve the href attribute from that A tag. And you could return it that way. What would that look like? Try to think. So if we did this in blocks, so we have render. So in the render block avatar, whatever, right? You'll have the block content, right? 5.8. Oh. Oh. Well, okay. You could still, you could, I mean, the whole point of the HTML tag processor is to, bypass regex. So you could regex it out. Because in theory, what I would assume, the block content, the block content that you're talking about, content, right, will have in there, it'll have an A tag with an href and a thing, right? Like it'll have whatever. This is just filling it in the blank. So www.google.com, right? So you should be able to regex that out. And now, I mean, I'm assuming if there's only one, I'm assuming there's only one href in there, so you could do it that way, and then you would have access to it, right? Example content. What does that look like? Okay, yeah. So you could technically do it that way. You could have the render block. You could pull that out, right? And then you could filter it there. Yeah, it seems fairly straightforward, but this is just going to handle like existing blocks. You could also do this in the render, because the render is going to have block. It's going to have content in it too, right? So if we look at like our blocks, do I have a render in here? So in render, you're going to get past the content somewhere. This may not be the right one. Like in results, for example. So you're going to get past the content in here. So you can do the same thing in the content. Because the render, it's got the block, it's got the content, and it's got the attributes all passed. So you could pull it out that way. You may want to you might have to do something where if the attribute's not defined, then you could pull it from the content maybe. Does 5.8 have render.php? It might not, but if it, yeah, if it doesn't have render.php, you can still use the render callback function. You should be able. I think you can still use the render callback function to do that, because render.php is essentially just like the content, the inside of that function. Anyways, yeah, so you could do it that way. So I would probably do something weird, like where you're like, you go like, so like in your attributes, you'll have, you could say like, new block equals attributes, and then whatever you want to call it, like URL, right? And then you could like null coalesce it or something, right? False, right? And then you could do some. You'd have to check this logic, but the idea would be something around those lines, and then it's like if new block, if not a new block. No, okay. I just love cursors. Just like, you want this? I do not want that. So if it's not the new block, then you could just do like, I don't know, whatever parse new block is. Blah, 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 blah. You'd parse it in there, right? Part of what I do is upgrade the block.json render.php. Yeah. I would you do like URL, and then do whatever. You do like regex on the content, something like that. Regex doesn't exist, but whatever, You would do something along those lines. Actually, would it do that? Hold on, let's see. You do something like that. Whatever the regex is, I don't know. But, and then otherwise you could just use the attribute, right? Or you could do like something along. Actually, this would, oh my god, I I almost want to just like not use cursor because it just makes it so hard to do this. So then like if URL doesn't exist, then you can make URL this, and then you could use URL down in here somewhere. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like this is garbage code, but that would be the idea because your attribute will be defined in your block JSON. It'll be prepared even if it's empty. It should be there still, right? And then you could, yeah. Sorry, I'm rambling on. You're probably like, yeah, right. And I got it like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. So that's probably how I would try to handle it, and then I would never build another static block for the rest of your life. That's probably the next part of what I would do there. Yeah, cool. Well, this has been fun. This has been fun. I didn't get this. Oh, right. This is what I was going to do in here. In my user recipes, my idea was the recipes. Oh, come on now. Am I not logged in anymore? Okay, so let's go to editor. Yeah, static block. I just don't personally think they're worth it. These rare cases maybe where they're good. So like the trade-off with the static block is if the block is like a third-party plugin, the block will still render, but because it's in the markup. But the problem with that is that if it ever needs to be updated, you have to update it in every single place where it's been where it's actually exists, and that's not fun like at all. Why can that not be? That's weird. Getting all kinds of errors. Ugh, I'm just gonna do this. Hold on. Oh, stop. Okay. I just need a block. I just want to do advanced square loop, and then in here I'm gonna go choose. No, I'm gonna go start blank. And all I want to do is just see what the formatting is. If I go custom, sorry, drew a blank there for a second. We're gonna go post type is, where's post type? Post type's gonna be recipe, and then I want to just put a couple of posts in here. So it's gonna be like that one. It's gonna be that one. It's gonna be that one. So let's see what this looks like. Because what I want to do is I'm gonna dynamically pass these IDs to the thing. So where am I here? And if I can find it. Okay, this can go away. This is a thing. So, and I'll get rid of that. Oh no, sorry, I did that wrong. Stand by. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Okay, and then I'm gonna switch over here, and then I can't remember what it looks like. I think it's. Oh, okay, so I need include posts. Include posts. So if I grab that part and come over here into here, I should be able to. Where did I copy that from? That's what. After disable pagination, which doesn't exactly exist. Alright, let's see what that does. Okay, I'm gonna refresh this. I'm gonna reload. That's super annoying. Okay. Why is this breaking? Hmm. Okay. So, all right. What's query whip? Let me switch that to that. And go to custom. That's what we want. And then, sorry, post type I want is recipe. And then the posts I want are these two. Let's say. Those are the two I want. So I think I'm just going to come over here and I'm just going to copy the entire where is it? Okay. WP query to wherever the end of the WP query is. Post template, group, cover, post title, post terms, group. Oh my god, there's so many. Grab all of that, and I'm gonna just come in here. I'm just gonna get rid of the whole WP query part, which comes right down to here. Put that in there, right? Because this should give me. Okay, cool. That's what I want. So I'm gonna need to rebuild part of this, but I think if I go in here, there we go. So these are the two that I want, right? So then. What I basically need to do now, I guess, is rebuild this part. So if I go like this and I go recipes array, it's going to be do an array like this, and how are we going to do that? I need to convert to an object. So, I guess it'll be another array, something like that, and then. Or actually what I'll do, make it, oh, just JSON code this. That's all I have to do. Duh, Ryan, duh. And then I should just be able to go JSON code, UPJ, can we do this here? JSON code. Something like this. And then, where are the recipes array? So hopefully, little luck, it should be all I have to do. And come in here, and then what's my recipes array look like? Recipes array looks exactly like I want it to. Beautiful. Does it look exactly like it? Okay, so then hopefully I should be able to just plunk it in here and get rid of this, right? And then go PHP echo recipes array. Red. All right, let's just see. That looks like it's working. So if I get rid of this one, for example, if I get rid of the old Kevin, should I only have one? Ah! All right, thanks, bad dude. All right, get out of here, you punks. So the idea here now is that I can pass all of my user meta stuff to this query, but do it up here. So I don't want to just use the fields because I need the title too. So then what I need to do is I need to build my recipes list, right? And it's not going to, it's going to be recipes list is going to be We're gonna have to do for each recipe post as recipe. We're going to I'm gonna start my new recipes like that, and we're gonna go not that, right? And I'm gonna say like this, and it's gonna be recipes array. It's gonna be that title, right? And then we're just gonna JSON encode recipes array down here, and this should be all I have to do. And now, the part that I need to figure out. Okay, so that should do that. So this should. There we go. Perfect. So now if I add a new, so if I add more functions in here, if I grab my more recipes, what's this? Simplified. In fact, this is 30. So this is coming into here. This is not how we're going to do it this way, but this is how I want to make sure that it seems to work. And let's look at the author. No. Here. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so that's that. This is a really good use case for a pattern because these patterns can use HTML and PHP, and we can pull it into a template. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. And then I'm gonna pull all of this stuff. Now, obviously, I need to get. Let's go current users. Get current user. What does get current user return? Okay. And then it's going to be that. It's going to be like current user, user ID. So this is what that's going to do. So we're going to get the current user. We're going to get the user meta for that user, for specifically the recipes. Then we're going to create a loop that generates all the posts that gets the post list, right? And then we're going to iterate through these ones. This is, oh, incidentally, this is O of N. And then we're going to pass that to the include posts parameter that only exists in the advanced query loop block. And then this should show up. So that's the first part. The second part is going to be when we have a list of recipes and I'm logged in, I'd like to be able to have a little button in here that says, oh, hey, add this to my list. So then when I go to my list, I'll see it in there. And that's how we're going to do that. But I'm over time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, everyone. I appreciate it. Great questions. Thanks for sharing your sites. Abish, if you're still around, great work. I'm excited to see more from you. Come hang out. And yeah. Cool. But next week, I think I'm going to continue with this exact thing, and we'll build the interface, or we'll build the JavaScript part to add these to the user profile. And then we'll actually get the user profile looking a little nicer because it doesn't look that great right now. It just looks all right. But, I'd like to clean this up, and maybe we can get some stats in here or something. I don't know. Anyways, feel free. Oh, thanks, Kev. I don't know where I'd be without you, friend. All right, everyone, have a good one. We'll see you all next week, and I'll talk at you soon. Thanks so much. I love you all equally and without condition, except Kev.